Hey, and welcome to the Empire Method Core Training. I am Dee Willis, digital product creator and mentor, and I help others like yourself build out digital product empires in 90 days or less. And no experience is needed in order to do this. But before I dive into the training, there's a few things I want to cover with you first. One of those being is please watch the videos in their entirety, because I want you to watch it to understand, not necessarily just to breeze through this free training, but to understand what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it. And do not put the cart before the horse. There's resources and downloads that are available to you. Please do not start downloading the resources before you even know what to do with them. Throughout the training, I'll be covering the resources. I'll be diving into my computer, showing you what they look like, how to use them. So that way you know what you're doing with the resource. And at that point, you feel free to do whatever it is that you like, because they're yours to keep. There's also momentum moves below each lesson. Those momentum moves must be done before moving on to the next lesson, because you're going to need that information for the upcoming lesson. And if you don't have it because you skipped around, you're going to be missing a piece to the puzzle. And then you're going to have to backtrack in order to do the momentum move to move forward. And I don't want you to waste your time like that. So please do the momentum move before going to the next lesson, so you will have what you need ready. I built this training to be step by step, piece by piece, so that way you can go through it very smooth and easy. I also developed a custom AI tool to help with core. This is my pro tool. However, I did grant you a limited amount of free usages. It should be enough to get you through core. However, if you run out of your usages, you can have the opportunity to purchase more, or you can feel free to use ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI tool that you use. It is optional. However, throughout the training, I will be using the Pro tool. If you have any questions at any time during this training, I do not want you to feel like you're going at this alone and you have to figure it out. Go ahead and jump over into the community and ask your question. I'm in the community. My inner circle members are in the community. We have pro members in the community and others who have worked with me directly, and they would be more than happy to assist you and answer your questions, because you are not on this journey alone. That is not what our community is about. You have a world right here of assistance and people who are rooting for you and who will support you along this journey. So please ask your questions, get the help you need. And if you're looking to move beyond core and you want to learn the entire Empire method, you want to continue with all 4 systems, then you will want to join the Academy. The link to join the Academy will be below. In the Academy, not only will you learn the entire Empire methodology, but you will also get tech tutorials as well as tech support, along with design tutorials that's teaching you how to create a variety of digital products that you can sell within your business. And you will also have weekly live Q&As directly with me. So if that's something that you want to take advantage of, you will want to get on the wait list now. There will be an exclusive once in a lifetime opportunity available once the Academy opens. So you will want to be on the list if you want to take advantage of that. The link is below. So again, congratulations on your digital product empire journey. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming lessons. Hey, welcome to the Empire Core Training. And I am going to get you all set up with your momentum system. This system is going to allow you to see and feel the transformation by the end of the core training. So what we're going to do is dive right on into my computer, and we're going to talk about a few things, because I want to go over what exactly it is that we're going to cover in this lesson. All right, welcome to the Empire Method. Turn what you love into a digital product empire. Here's what we're going to be covering. We're going to be setting up your momentum system. That's the video that you're watching right now. We're going to talk about what the Empire Method is, who this training is for, what makes this training different, the training expectations, as well as we're going to be taking some inventory. We're going to dive into the Builders Hub. We're going to write your life backstory, and then we're going to wrap things up. So this is going to be a pretty healthy lesson. So remember, I want you to watch the videos to understand, as I stated in the previous video. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to jump on her diary newsletter. It's where I reveal everything that's going on behind the scenes in my own digital product empire. You can do so at dwillis.com/her diary. And if you're not subscribed to the YouTube and following me on Instagram, I highly suggest you do that for more content. I tend to go live within the community via the YouTube. So if you want to be notified when I go live, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this course. This course is free. Let's work together to help others reach their goals so they can thrive in 2025 and beyond. But a word of caution, this video is one of the most important in this course is because you're setting up your momentum system. We want to make sure you set up all correctly and you have the resources you need to move forward in the training. And watch the video in its entirety. Do not skip or fast forward. I tend to sprinkle nuggets just by having a conversation unintentionally within these lessons. So I don't want you to miss something. It might be that one thing I said that triggers something in your brain and can make all of the world of difference in your business. But an insider tip for you. If you're pressed for time, go ahead and just watch the videos in 1.5 to 2x the speed. I mean, I'd rather you watch the video faster than to skip around. But if you're really, really pressed for time, I would recommend and suggest that you just wait until you have time to go through the lesson, because we are going to be doing things in these lessons. So what is the Mpire method? Well, the Mpire method is my roadmap to building out a digital product empire. It's very systematic. It takes a systematic approach. Right now, we are in the core OS, the core operating system. And this is where we're just setting the foundation of your business. We're setting the foundation. We're understanding the core digital product. We're getting that together. We're identifying our audience. By the end of core, you should be having leads. That's how action-based core is. Now moving on to Creation OS, that's where we're actually designing out the ecosystem for your digital product business. We're creating splinters and we're taking care of your branding and presentation and packaging of your digital products. Community OS is setting up and building a community around your audience. This is where you gain know, like, and trust with your community, where they get to know you and you can actually transition those audience members, those leads, into paying customers. Cash Flow OS is where we're learning marketing strategy. We're prepping for launches. We're selling offers. We're building the landing pages, the funnels, and we're getting in more of automation and automating our processes. And Continuity OS is when you're scaling out your business for long-term growth. Continuity OS takes time to fully master. So therefore, in Continuity OS, you're having the plan of action. So when you get to that point, you have exit strategies and legacy strategies in place, so you know what to do when you get to that goal of yours, because each person's is different, so that they can lay out the processes to grow their business beyond themselves. So that's what Continuity OS boils down to. We're getting ready to scale our businesses to infinity and beyond. Okay. So how does this all work in place? Well, you're getting Core OS for free. It's in here in Builders, and the other core operating systems are in the Academy. The Academy, there's a link to the Academy where you can join, but that's where you will get the remaining of the trainings along with additional tech tutorials, tech support, digital product design training. And I'll also be in that community live for weekly Q&As to help people along their journey. So who is this training for? This training is for action takers because throughout this training, there is action. This is not just theory. This is not just me talking to you and teaching you things. This is me actually explaining what it is you're doing and why you're doing it and jumping in and showing you how it's done. So it's definitely for action takers. If you're not an action taker, this training might not be for you. If you're just sitting back lurking, this might not be for you. This is for someone who is ready to really take action and build out a digital product business. It's also for creators who are ready to turn their knowledge, skills, or passions into a profitable digital product business. You do not need experience in order to do this. All you need is to want to turn something you already know, something you're passionate about or interested in or have a skill in, into a digital product. Those who are tired of the hype and want to start working with a proven method that will allow them to explore all their curiosities. As a digital product creator myself, I am multifaceted. I like multiple things. I get bored very quickly. I do not like the hype on the internet streets, so I don't put it in my trainings because I know my trainings work. I know how to get results. So therefore, I'm teaching you exactly the same things I would do and the exact same things I would tell my own adult children to do, okay, to get out here and make it happen for yourself with a digital product business. So that is what it boils down to. So if that's you, you're in the right place. And who wants to build multiple revenue streams? Now, you have some people who are against building multiple streams of revenue. I mean, I'm hearing talk on the internet streets how that's bad, how people don't generate income from multiple streams of revenue. Is one stream of revenue. And I call BS on that because a lot of people make money in a lot of different ways. It is multiple streams of revenue when you're bringing in affiliate income, when you're bringing in KDP income, when you're bringing in your job income, when you're bringing in these types of income. Those are considered multiple streams of income. So I don't understand what anyone is saying when I'm hearing them talk about nobody made a lot of money with multiple streams of income. That is a lie. So this training is for people who want to build multiple streams of income, who are looking for a diversity within their income. It's almost like a stock portfolio, how they diversify your investments. Okay, you want to diversify also your revenue streams. In case one go down, you still have another revenue stream coming in. And that's what we do. And this is who that is for, especially if you're looking to build on a foundation that has the capacity of generating a 6-figure monthly recurring revenue type of business. And those who want to make a lasting impact on others in a positive way. I'm all about helping other people. I hope you are too. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in a monetary sense. You can be helping people with self-esteem. You can be helping people with weight loss. You can be helping people with mental health issues. You can be helping people who have children with disabilities. There's a ton of ways you can help people. As long as you're wanting to help them in a positive way, then this training is for you, because that's what I'm all about, being positive and making a positive impact in the lives of other people. So what makes this method different than other things that you've probably seen online or are currently taking now? Well, I focus on a core main product. Okay, that is one core product that we focus on instead of trying to do all the things. We just make a mega big core product, and that's what the Mpire method is created around. And it allows you to build multiple products from that one core main product, which will allow you to generate multiple streams of income. It allows you the creativity to jump from one thing to another, but it's all under one umbrella, so it doesn't make it feel like it's all over the place. And it allows you, if you're the type of person to get bored, to work on this project and then this project, but all the projects are coming from the core, so it doesn't feel like you're off brand. So that's the great thing about this methodology. It's also a step-by-step process. Each operating system builds on the one before it. In each one of the operating systems, you come out in the end with a result. Core is is the most lucrative, I can say, out of all the systems, because every business needs leads. In core, you learn how to get leads, and you're going to learn that for free. Each operating system, again, when you in that operating system, you're going to come out with something out of that system. And it's built like that, step by step by step. And it allows you to do it without feeling overwhelmed. It's built for the multi-passionate solopreneur like myself. So it simplifies the complex. So it empowers you to grow your empire without a massive team, without a large budget, and you're able to do, all the things. So if you want to do a book, or if you want to do a toolkit, and you want to do a course, and you want to do a workshop, and you want to do a challenge, you can do all of the things straight out of the core. So that's what makes it good. So you don't have to think of what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do here, what I'm going to do here. You can just pull from the core, and it just makes it so much simpler. And then it's community-centric approach. I have a community-centric approach because I build out my empire from within my community, and I teach others to do the same. You want to bring your audience together. It's the easiest and most, to me, more efficient way that they can get to know you. You can get to know them, just like you're getting to know me. Even though I'm giving you a training, it's not all extra with me in a suit or, being all high end. It's me being who I am. I'm a down to earth person. I teach on an action based level. I'm not just teaching theory, because I actually do what I'm showing you. So I feel like when you're in a community, you get to know them and they get to know you on a more personalized level. And people like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And I know you've heard that online probably. People want to do people with that they know, like, and trust. But to me, it should be a genuine know, like, and trust. And community is a way to do that. Also, it's scalable and sustainable. The way we build this out and the way I build it out in a community-centric approach, my digital product empire, it allows you to scale. As well as when you build it out like that, it's sustainable because it's you. It's the true you. You're not trying to be somebody you're not. It doesn't feel like a chore. It doesn't feel like, if you're the kind of person that wakes up and put on a full face in the morning, do that. That's you. I don't put on a full face in the morning, right? I very rarely do full face makeup, but I'm just using that as an example. It allows you to build a business around who you are. I can jump on video anytime, really, without having to be made up, because my audience know that's not me, right? And it just allows you to build your business around who you are. So it's not like you're trying hard or it's work to do and you have this whole setup that you don't want to do or don't have time to do because you're a mom with kids, and don't have time to do all of that. So it makes it easier. Because the method ain't just about making money. It's about also building out a business that's comfortable and that's built off of who you are as an individual. So how to get the most out of this training? You just got to do the work. You got to do the work. And I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to show you. I might not take as long. I'm going to shortcut things to show you examples of things because I want you to get to work. I don't want to take up too much of your time. To me, the faster you can get to the result, to me, the more valuable the training is. I don't need to have 50,000 videos to make you think, oh, this is a massive training course. This is 7 hours. Oh, it is valuable. No, if I can learn the same thing in 10 minutes in 7 hours, I would think the 10-minute video is more valuable because now I got the same result faster so I can get to work. So that's kind of how I build out my trainings. I want you to get to work because I want you to see the result. And I'm pretty sure you want to see the result too. That's why you're here taking the training. So what you will want to do is complete the momentum steps below. Most trainings will have the momentum steps associated with them, just so you know. So when you see them, make sure you do them before moving on because you're going to need that information in the upcoming lessons. Take notes as well. I hope you were taking notes throughout this training so that way you jot down just a few things. This is not a mega college course where you have to take out loads of notes or anything like that. But I hope you did jot down the things that you wanted to remember and watch the videos to understand. If you have to repeat a video, go ahead and rewind and repeat the video. Watch the video as many times as you need to watch it so that way you can understand what you are doing and why you are doing what you're doing. and ask for help within the community. Again, my inner circle is in the community. Pro members will be in the community, and those individuals who have had training with me personally are going to be in the community as well, and they'll be more than happy to answer your questions. You're not alone on this journey, and you don't have to figure it out on your own. So please don't be that person that says, oh, I have a problem, and you're behind the scenes trying to do this on your own and figure it out. And that's just doing nothing but wasting time. And you can get the answer fairly quickly if you just put the question into the community. We're here to help you. Okay, so now let's get to work. What are we about to do right now? Well, we're getting ready to take some inventory. We're going to dive into the Builders Hub, and we're going to write your life backstory. So let me dive right into the computer and we can get started. All of the links that you will need are below in the momentum steps. The first thing we'll want to do is take the inventory. This is your way of marking where you are now. This is how you're going to see and feel the transformation and growth in yourself. Sometimes we accomplish so much and we don't even realize how much we accomplished or what that we have grown at all. So here's how we're going to do that. You're going to click the inventory link below, and you're going to be brought to a page that looks like this. What you're going to do is put in your email, and that's so you can get your answers, that you can track what you stated. So what you're going to do, it says, what would you say you have a core product right now today? That's going to be either yes or no, because some people have products and some people don't. But do you feel like you have a core product for your business? Yes or no? And then if you do, put what it is in the box. And then it asks is, do you know who your ideal target audience group is? Yes or no? If you do, put them in a box. Do you have an ideal customer avatar created? If you do, say yes or no. Do you have a core marketing message like your elevator pitch? Do you have that written down somewhere? Yes or no? If yes, put it there. Do you have a vision statement done? If so, put it there. Do you have a mission statement done? If so, put it there. Do you have an email list? Yes or no? Put in here about how many you would guesstimate is on your list, and enter who you have for your email service provider. And if you have ever made a lead magnet before, yes or no? And are you currently selling any products right now, digital products? Yes or no? And then put in about how much you made so far in total sales for your digital products. And is this your first time ever going through a training like this one to help you create digital products? And then you put yes or no. And then, is this your first time ever being in a community like the Builders? Now, I'm not saying in a community period. I'm saying in a community like this, the way it functions, or have you ever been in something similar? And then that's going to be yes or no. And then this is your preferred learning style. And what type of person would you say you are? And then would you be willing to provide me a honest video testimonial when you're done with the training? Yes or no? Okay. And then you press submit. So you're done with the inventory sheet. You will be emailed your answer, save it. Okay. So, because you're going to do another one at the end. Okay. So we're done with that. Now you're going to want to make sure you download Notion. If you don't have Notion, the link to Notion is below. Notion is free. Sign up for Notion if you don't have it. If you do have Notion, go ahead and click the Builders Hub link. It's going to bring up a board that looks like this. Had to get in an incognito window because it'll automatically log me into mine. And then you won't see this duplicate right here in the top right corner where it says made with Notion. You want to click this duplicate button because it won't let you do anything. Okay. You won't be able to write anything or change anything until you put it in your own Notion. So you have to click here to duplicate. And when you duplicate it, it's going to have you log in if you're not already. But if you're already logged in, it's going to put it right into your Notion. Okay. So once you get this inside, we need to do the backstory. So let's log into my Notion. Okay, this is showing that the page is live, which it is because you guys have access to it. But what you will want to do when you come into Notion, you can read this here. It's a little tip. This is a link for you to join the academy. You can write your word for the year here. So if your word is growth, you can type growth. So now you should be able to change a few things, right? My word for 2025 is consistency. You put the definition there. Okay, so you can change this definition out. So these are your essentials, and we'll get to all of this as we go through the training. So the very first thing you're going to want to do is go to the life backstory worksheet, because we're getting ready to write our life backstory. So you're going to click this and it's going to open up. You're going to see two sides. You're going to see the purple side, which has some prompts for you, right? These are just prompts. And then you have this side over here where you can write your backstory. So what you will want to do is keep it very simple. Say born in Cleveland, Ohio, because it say where you from, right? Where are you from? What do you remember about your childhood? Only child mom had. See, little bullet points like that. You don't got to put bullet points, but just write it out like that. Things that happened in your life, things that made you who you are, those defining moments that come off the top of your head that you remember that made an impact in how you thought, why you stopped going to church, whatever the case may be, things that like really changed you. And like when I had my son, I was 14 when I found out I was pregnant. I gave birth to him when I was 15. That's when I realized the ugliness in adults. I mean, at the time, everybody treated me so good. You know, I was a kid, so everybody treated me so good. I was taught to respect adults and my elders. And when I got pregnant, these elders who I thought cared about me and was supposed to protect me were treating me like trash. Like I never been treated so rudely by adults in my life. And then I was taught not to disrespect my elders. So it got to the point where I started getting very angry, and lashing out. You know, people were telling me I wasn't going to be anything, even though I was like super smart. So it was like, you're not just because I'm pregnant, it didn't take away my brain, right? It didn't take away my knowledge, my intelligence, you know, and I know the way you guys, I'm intelligent enough to know you shouldn't be treating me like this, period. You could be upset because I made a mistake, but at the same time, you shouldn't treat me like I'm less than a human being. And I know that was wrong, and I didn't care how old they was. So then everybody was getting it. Okay. So that's just a little bit about how I felt at the time. So, you know, things in your life that occurred where you felt like some kind of way, and things that had made you who you are today. Those things you don't forget. You don't forget being homeless. You don't forget the struggle. You don't forget when somebody really hurt you to your soul. You don't forget the good things either that happened in your life, really defining moments like graduating from college. When I graduated from college, I was the first one in my family to have a bachelor's. Now I have 4 master's certs. So, I was first generation bachelor's degree holder, the one who had the kid, the one who everybody said wasn't going to be anything. I'm the only one that published over 50 books in my whole family, period. I think in the history of my ancestry, but I was the one that wasn't going to be nothing because I'm the one that had, those types of things that happened in your life, you need to be writing them. Things you went through, things you overcome, things you've done. Also, in the process, you're going to be writing the things, discovering your passions, the things that you did, the things that you enjoy, the things that you want to do. Okay, your thoughts, your vision, your goals, the things you would like to help people do, the things that you enjoy doing now. See, these are all the things that are in here as well. Okay, so it has in here the Mpire method, yes, because it's about building out an empire. So what inspired you to focus on building a digital product empire? That's why it's asking that question. So, think about things. These are just things to jog your mind. Things that I put my Mpire method in here, like how did the idea for the Mpire method come, or just let me put how did the idea for building a digital product empire come to life for you? Like, what is that? Because this is mine, right? So I duplicated it for you guys. So, we can take this out if you want to. So that way yours don't say that. So digital product empire inspiration. Okay, like what inspired you to do this in the first place? What's making you want to build? What's making you want to do these things? And you put those things in your story because it's somewhere in your story that you wanted to do this. Something in your life happened along the way to make you want to build a digital product business. Those things need to be in your backstory. Now, your life backstory should probably be just about as long as this right here. And actually, I can go into my Google Drive and grab mine's. Because I have it saved. Copy. And then we can really see how long it is. Oh, it's not, it's about, yeah. So it's not even as long as that, right? So guys, it's just about who you are. Talk about your life. By 21, I had 3 kids, worked in sales, got my first house built. My first house I got built ever. I didn't even buy my first home. I built my first home. So like things like that. As I'm a single mom, things about you. I'm loyal, outspoken, I'm direct, I'm brutally honest and transparent. Sometimes it's a blessing and a curse. I love to speak, and others tend to tell me that I'm wise and inspiring. Things that people actually said to me. So these are things, and I need to probably add to this because I hear people tell me that they love my energy. I just have this energy that they love. I probably need to put that in my backstory because this is a running thing, and this is yours to keep. Nobody can see your backstory once you've copied it into your Notion, right? So once it's in your Notion, you're good. I had to delete that because this is the real actual template, right? That everybody's downloading. So I don't want to mess with that too much because it is live, right? So that is what you need to do right now. Write your backstory. When it's all done and you've accomplished everything that's in the momentum steps, feel free to move on to the next lesson. Well, guys, you did it. It's time to wrap things up. You should have now taken inventory of where you are now. You have gotten Notion and you have written your backstory and plugged it into the Builders Hub. If you've already written a backstory and you have it in your Google Drive or saved in your favorite note-taking app, feel free to copy it over like I showed you how I copied mine over into the Builders Hub so that you have everything in one place as we go through the training. Now be sure to complete your backstory and everything that's in the momentum moves before you move on to the next lesson because you're gonna need it. So now it's time to really start putting in some more work. I'll see you in the upcoming lessons. Hey, and welcome to the core operating system. This is the first system in the Mpire method. I am pumped. So it's time to build the core of your digital product business. And we're going to be talking about everything that's going to happen throughout core. But before I do, I hope you've taken care of the momentum moves that was in the previous lesson because you're going to need them in this lesson right now. So if you haven't, I need you to go back and take care of that before moving forward, or you would get stuck. All right. So let's just dive right on into the lesson. Core OS. Time to build the core of your digital product business system. Number 1. Here's what we're going to cover in core as a whole. First, the momentum system, which we already took care of in the previous lesson. Digital vision blueprint. We're in this lesson right now. Right now, we're doing the digital vision blueprint. In this lesson, we're going to be gaining access to the Pro AI tool. We're going to be generating the core digital product ideas, and we're going to be finalizing your core digital product. Then moving on in the upcoming lessons, we're going to dive into ideal audience core, purpose powerhouse, magnetic message mastery, signature core framework, results pathway designer, core product mastery, lead magnet creator lab, traffic strategy of champions, and email pathways. And of course, after every lesson, I do a wrap up so you will know what's coming next, right? So if you haven't done so already, make sure you jump on the Her Diary newsletter. I share all of my secrets that's going on in my own personal digital product empire. It's the place to be. So you can get there at dwillis.com/Her Diary. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I suggest that you do so. I go live within the community right here through the YouTube, so you can be notified when I go live if you have subscribed. You can follow me on the Instagram. That's where I share some other content, family stuff on there. So follow me on the IG if that's where you are, and share this course. I mean, come on now. We need to let others know about the course. So let's work together. Let's win-win situation. Let's help other people accomplish their goals and thrive in 2025 and beyond. A word of caution. This video is one of the most important videos in this training because this is building out your digital product, period, your core digital product. That's what makes this so important in this particular lesson, because without a solid core digital product, everything else will fall by the wayside. And we don't want that. We need this core digital product to be massive, and we need it to be from you. Right? And watch the entire video. Don't skip, don't fast forward. I tend to drop nuggets unintentionally throughout the trainings just by having conversation with you. My training style is more conversational. I'm not more so this. I like action. I show you, I talk to you, and I explain things. I wanted you to understand what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. And sometimes I might say something, and that one thing I say might make a world of difference in your business. But an insider tip would be just to speed up the video. Watch it in 1.5 to 2x the speed if you're pressed for time. If you're too pressed for time, just wait to do the training, right? Because we do a lot of things step by step. This is action based. So the expectations for success throughout the whole core training: take action. You must do in order to have. You're not going to have nothing if you don't do nothing. And everything I do in the whole entire method, it is all action driven. I'm a results driven person. I like to take action. I do not sit around and twiddle thumbs, right? This is a no excuse zone. Use your resources. I've made custom resources for you to make things easier. You have the Builders Hub, and soon you will have access to the Her Mpire AI tool that allows you free usages for a limited time, but it should get you through core. You should be fine, but they're there for you, okay? Use them, right? Share your wins. Every time you accomplish something, no matter how small you might think it is, post it in the community. Categorize it as a brag. Brag on yourself. That's something we don't do enough. We don't brag on ourselves enough, and we need to do that. I want to support you. The members in the community want to support you. We're here for you. We want to be your cheerleaders. So as soon as you finish, I wrote my backstory. We need to hear about it. I picked my core digital product. We want to hear about it. Everything that you do, we want to hear about it. All right. So that way we can cheer you on and support you. But I want you to do something for me. I want you to give yourself some grace. Allow room for growth, room for development. Keep an open mind and be open to feedback. Okay. I'm in here to guide you, to help you. Be open. I'm never attacking you. So don't ever feel like anything if I mention something in the community. I want you to understand what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing, and give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not going to know everything, especially if you're new to this. I have been doing this for 20 years and counting. Okay. So, and I'm still learning things every single day. Allow yourself some grace. It's not about you falling, because you're going to have some ups and downs. You falling isn't the point. That really doesn't matter. What matters is if you're going to stay down or if you're going to get up. And we're here to catch you if you fall. So give yourself some grace. You're going to fall down sometimes. Okay. And that's okay. It's normal. You're supposed to. And don't make moves out of desperation. If you're struggling financially, I need you to go get a job. I need you to turn off this video, go to a temp agency, work a day, pay a day, Minute Man, somewhere, because I need you to take care of your family first. I don't want you to be taking this training out of desperation. Like, hey, I need to hurry up and take this training. I need to hurry and get through this training because I need to make money like yesterday. If that's the kind of situation you're in, my best advice to you would be to go get a survival job just so you can take care of home first. Use this information for knowledge right now. And then when your home is taken care of, because home and family come first, when that's situated, then you can start doing what you need to do to build a business. A lot of people try to build businesses as a solution to the issue of not having a job. No, we need to go get a survival job and then build our businesses as additional revenue streams so we can quit that job, right? So it's a way to work it, right? And then the transformation happens, okay? That's an expectation, is for a transformation to take place. I want everyone who comes into the Mpire Digital Builders community to walk out of this community with more than what they walked into this community with. That is my goal. That is my mission in life, is to help 10K entrepreneurs build digital product empires. And it all starts with a core product. If I can get 10,000 entrepreneurs to get core products, we are in the money. Okay. That is what I am saying. I mean, that is my mission in life right now, right? And demonstration before implementation. Watch the videos before implementing. Try not to jump. I try to explain things in the beginning and then I jump to the action because I'm all about action. So watch the videos so you can see what I do, so you can know how to do it on your end. So that way you can understand what you're doing and why you're doing it, and then implement it. Okay. It saves all the questions if you just watch the video and see me do it, and then you follow along. Rewind the videos as much as you need to, pause them and everything like that to get it done. So it's time to put in work. So what are we about to do? We about to sign up to her Mpire AI Pro tool. It is limited usages, okay, but they're free. I gave you free access. It should be enough to get you through core. If you run out during core because you're playing around with the AI, okay, if you run out, then you have the opportunity to purchase more usages, okay? But you should have enough to get you through core. And I'm going to be using the Her Mpire AI tool throughout because it was built for this. We're going to generate your core digital product ideas, and then you're going to finalize what your core digital product is going to be. And then we're going to move forward in the upcoming lessons. I will do a wrap up and then we'll move forward, okay? So now it's time to dive into the computer and get this party started. All right, once you've clicked that Pro AI tool link below, you'll be brought to a page like this. It'll say Her Mpire AI for the builders. This is the Builder Suite. It is a collection of AI tools that was created for me to help you get through core. So what you will want to do first is sign up. You will click the sign up. You will put in your email address and password, or you can sign up using your Google account. I'm just going to log into mine right now so you can see what it looks like, and then we'll go from there. Now, once you've logged into the AI tool, you should see the Design Diva, and there should be 8 AI tools located under this suite. All right. So the AI is giving us, instructions, and it's the Design Diva. So I made that pretty cool, right? So Design Diva says, hey, welcome. To get started, paste your life backstory below. So we're going to head over to our Builders Hub right here, okay? I had to create one so it's not messing with the one that I'm giving it away. But what we want to do is go under the life backstory. If you haven't joined the Academy, make sure you do that. But we're going to go under the life backstory worksheet. I'm going to open up mine. And what we want to do is we want to copy this out. So we want to copy, highlight and copy, and bring it over here. And then we're going to paste it in, and Design Diva is going to do her thing. Okay. So Her Mpire AI is going to take our backstory, and they're going to create core digital product ideas based off of our backstory, based off of our knowledge, our skills, our interests, our passions, the things that we've done throughout our life that we probably didn't even think about making any type of core digital product around. So what we're going to do is take these ideas, because remember, you have limited usages. So we're going to take these ideas, we're going to copy it, and we're going to head right back over here. We're going to click back to the dashboard. And then we want to go down here where it says core product ideas. We want to click that. We want to make sure we put in some core product ideas. All right. So these are the core product ideas based off the backstory. All right. If you need more ideas, it says you can put in here, please suggest more ideas. Okay. Understand you're using your usages, okay, your free usages. So be careful with that, but it will give you more ideas. All right. And then you just copy all of them. Don't waste any of your usages. Copy all of them and then put them inside of your board. So let's go up here. We're going to copy these and we're going to come over here. Now we're down here and we're going to paste. Okay. Now here goes some more ideas for us. Okay. What you will want to do is you're going to want to go through these ideas carefully. And once you've selected the one that most interests you, so let me say this one interests me, right? I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put it over here in the core finalized box. So I'm going to paste it in there and then I'm going to backspace to get rid of the bullets. Okay. So I'm going to backspace that. Okay. So here is the core finalized box. It's in there. So let's go back to the dashboard. Now down here where it says the quick boxes, the core product idea, as you can see, it's shared into this box. So it's on the main page. So we don't necessarily have to go in here and get to it. We can get to it right here from the main page. I have these boxes programmed to sync. Okay. So it'll be right here under your core product idea. This the one. And make sure that you go through it carefully. Okay. Once you've chosen your core digital product idea, then it is safe for you to move on to the next lesson. So I look forward to seeing you there. Welcome back. I see that we're moving along nicely. Right now, you should have completed the momentum moves from the previous training, which means you have your core digital product ready, the one that you want to move forward with throughout this training. So without further ado, let's just dive right on into the computer so we can get this party started. The ideal audience code. All right. So find your detailed avatar within your ideal audience group. So here's what we're going to be covering in today's lesson. We're going to be talking about an audience versus a lead. We're going to talk about the two types of audiences and the audience groups that you could have. Then we're going to determine the audience groups for your digital product, for your core. And then we're going to finalize your audience group. And then we're going to create a detailed customer avatar. But before we dive into the training, make sure you jump on Her Diary newsletter. You can do so at dwillis.com/Her Diary for all the secrets and important updates. Okay. That's where I talk about my own personal digital product empire and what's going on in my business. YouTube and Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube and follow me on the Instagram. I go live in the community through the YouTube. So if you want to be notified when I go live, make sure that you subscribe. Now, share this course. Come on now. We have to share the love. Let's work together to help others reach their goals. Come on. It's all about thriving in 2025 and beyond. And a word of caution. This video is one of the most important videos because backed by the AI, there is research behind your audience group and your core digital product. So we need to map out to make sure we're targeting the right people who would be most attracted to the core digital product that you want to provide out into the world, right? And watch the video in its entirety. Don't skip, don't fast forward. I drop nuggets. You never know what I'm going to say, right? So it be unintentional. It just comes up. And an insider tip, if you are pressed for time, just watch the video in 1.5 to 2x the speed. If you're too pressed, then just wait to do the training because I really want you to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it. So without further ado, we're going to get to work. Here's what we're going to end up doing. We're going to get a research list of your ideal audience groups, finalize your ideal audience groups, and create your detailed ideal avatar. Now, before we dive into the action portion, I kind of want you to understand something. There's a difference between an audience and a lead. An audience is a group of people. They're a group of people who are likely to be interested in a product or service, while a lead is a potential customer who has shown interest. A lead is somebody within that audience group that raised their hand and said, hey, I like that. Okay. So I wanted to put some context around the audience groups versus a lead, because we're going to get into that toward the end of the Core OS training. All right. So I want you to understand that there's two types of audiences. Okay. You have an audience or a group of people who know who you are, but you don't have to know them, but they know you. That's considered warm. Then there's those that never heard of you. You don't know them and they don't know you. That is cold. So you're either going to have your material out there and those who know you, who see it, those are more warm people. And those who see it, who's never heard of you before, those are cold people. Those are the two types of audiences, warm and cold. And the difference between an audience is a lead is an audience is a group of people. It's kind of like a concert, right? So you have a lot of people at a concert. The lead would be the person that actually raised their hand because they want the mic, because they want to do the solo part. They're the ones that got their hands up. Even though it might be some people just at the concert, but the ones who's willing to participate, the ones that's engaging, those are your leads out of that audience group. All right. So now we're about to dive into the computer and find out our audience groups for your core digital product. So now what we'll want to do is go over to number 3. We're here with the Design Diva. We're going to start a new chat. It says, let's create your ideal audience avatar. Paste your chosen ideal audience group below. We're going to come over here and back into builders. We're going to copy that into the AI tool. And then we're going to let Design Diva do its thing. Okay, so we're going to see what Design Diva states. Okay, so thank you for providing. Now, see, the thing about it is the Design Diva has remembered my last thing, right? So what I want to do after it finishes is I'm going to say, please forget all prior info. I want to start fresh. Okay, so now Design Diva is going to say, okay, all right, please provide me with your chosen ideal audience group and I ask about your core digital products. So I'm going to paste it in the audience group. And then thank you for providing the audience group. Please confirm your core digital product idea. So now I'm going over here. So if the AI remembers information that you don't want it to remember, just tell it to forget it. And then now it should be spitting me out an avatar, right? Because it's taking the audience group and it's taking my core digital product and it's going to create an audience avatar based on what I've entered. My audience group that I'm targeting and the core digital product in which I'm providing. Okay. So I'm going to take this and then I'm going to go over here to the audience detail avatar sheet. And this is just a blank page. Okay, so I paste it in. You can do what you like. You can highlight it so you can know the name. You can change the name. But here's what this detail avatar sheet does. This is how it's helping us. Okay, it's giving us a name of a person, the age, so we know approximate age of our ideal person based off that group. We need to be targeting 30-year-olds, income at least 50 annually. Now, Jamie's now state is how this person is feeling right now. Like, what is this person going through now? This person is determined, yet they feel overwhelmed. They have numerous ideas, but lack a clear path to bring them to fruition. They feel stuck in a cycle of planning. Now, it's telling me everything that Jamie's feeling today, right now. The later state, after using the Mpire method framework, Jamie transforms, from a dreamer into an empowered entrepreneur. They create successful launch and successfully launched their first digital product. The bridge is talking about the Mpire method, because the Mpire method is mine, right? So is my product, right? So provides Jamie with a structured step-by-step roadmap. Now, this is Jamie's deepest desires. This is what's inside of Jamie, what Jamie wants to accomplish. But this is the challenges that Jamie is going through. And then you have the false beliefs. So the false beliefs are the beliefs that Jamie believed that are not true, right? As in your core digital product. So the false beliefs, believing they need extensive funds to start a business. So offer a budget-friendly startup strategy. So these false belief killers kill these false beliefs. These in itself can be products, or it can be helpful in your ad copy when you're making your sales pages and things like that. So your false belief killers kills out these false beliefs, whether you do it in a Q&A, whether you create a digital product around this false belief killer. And then here go the top objections: concerns about the cost of the framework, doubts about the framework, fear technology. Maybe they're not tech savvy. These are some things that they might give themselves like excuses not to move forward, but these are the objection killers. So these will shut down all of these top objections that Jamie has. And then these are some internal fears as well as some external fears. So the internal fears are things inside that the individual might not necessarily be saying out loud, but they're thinking it. The external fears are what they're worried about, like other people's opinions. They're worried about people pressuring them, or income, or things outside of them. So this comes into play when it's time to run ads, when you're making landing pages, when you're making sales copy, when you're sending out your marketing material, because we want to create copy that talks directly to a Jamie. We want to talk to Jamie. We don't want to talk to Sarah or Misty. Okay, we want to talk to Jamie. Now, we might get a Sarah or a Misty. They might be attracted to us. But again, remember, that is a bonus. And that is not the target. But hey, we welcome everyone, right? But we know who we're aiming for. We're aiming for Jamie. In your case, you would be aiming for whoever came out on your end of the AI. All right. So just to let you be aware of that, the AI is like any other AI, guys. It will remember certain things that you put in it when you're in the same chat. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you're doing things. You might need to tell it to forget if it's remembering something else. But once you get your detailed avatar worksheet within, you're not going to go into the avatar worksheet a lot. So once you get into the Builders Hub, just know is there. It's under detailed avatar worksheet. You pretty much is going to reference back to that when you're doing some frequently asked questions, or if you're looking for product ideas that's going to overcome certain objections. And also it gives you the lowdown on the type of objections or false beliefs your specific avatar might have. Okay. So it dives into those things just to kind of update you. But once you get all of this done, now it's safe to move on to the next lesson. Hey, and welcome to the Purpose Powerhouse Training. Now is the time where we're about to really dig in and build the heart of our digital product empire. So without further ado, I'm going to dive in, because I am taking it that you finished the momentum moves in the previous training before you jumped over here into this training, because you're going to need that information for this lesson. Okay. So let's just dive right into the computer so we can get started. So the Purpose Powerhouse, what is this all about, and what are we going to cover here? Well, it's understanding what a mission is. We're going to understand what a vision is. Then we're going to create your mission, and then we're going to create your vision. Okay, but if you haven't done so already, make sure you get on the Her Diary newsletter. You do that at dwillis.com/Her Diary for all the secrets and the important updates. And follow me on the YouTube and Instagram. Of course, I share more content there, but I do go live within my community on the YouTube. So if you subscribe, you will be notified when I go live. And share this course. Come on, guys, the course is free. Let's work together and help others reach their goals. People want to thrive in 2025 and beyond. A word of caution, this video is one of the most important in the course, because you are about to create the heart of your empire in this lesson. So make sure you watch the video in its entirety. This one is going to be pretty short. So don't skip, don't fast forward. And who knows what nuggets I'm going to drop. So never skip anything. Pro tip for you, speed up the videos if you're pressed for time, 1.5 or 2x the speed. But this video right here is going to be relatively short, especially with the use of the AI tool. So let's get to work. We're going to create your mission statement and we're going to create your vision statement. But before we dive into the computer and do that, I want to give you a short explanation of what your mission statement and your vision statement should be achieving. The mission is what you're currently doing now in your business. So think of the mission as this is what we do. The vision is where you want to be, where you want to take your digital product empire. So think of the vision as who or what you want your organization or your digital product empire to become. All right. So those are two ways to think about it. Well, one way to think about each. Okay. Your mission is what you do now. And your vision is what you want your empire to become. All right. So let's dive into the computer and get this started. So we are back in our trusted AI tool, and we're going to head over to Heart of an Empire because that is what we're making right now, the heart of the empire. Now it says to make sure we get this right, please paste in your core digital product idea again. So we're going to go over here. And before we dive in, I was in my Mpire. So I have my mission and vision and core message right here, guys. So I have mine in here. So we're going to jump over to this one. And what we want is our core digital product. So we want this. Now remember, mine has some memory and yours probably don't. So it's going to ask you for what it needs. So it's asking, okay, this is Inspiring Path D. Please enter your chosen ideal audience group again, just to ensure we're aligned before we proceed. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get my audience. Just do what the AI asks. Copy and paste. That's the audience that we chose. Okay, so now it's giving me some mission and vision statements. Now it's giving me mission statements. So it's giving me 5 of them, and then it's giving me 5 vision statements. The blended statement is it blended these 5 together into one statement. And it did the same thing for the vision. So what you will want to do is copy all of this. Copy. You're going to come over here. And then you're going to go over where it says mission, vision, and message. So we're going to copy this. And then it's going to ask us for the mission statements. Remember, we copied it all. So we're just going to do that. And then we're going to take out, and we're going to take out the vision and cut that out or copy it out. Vision. And then we're going to take out this blended vision and put it down here. Okay, so now we pasted it in. Now you're going to go through here and you can play with this and make your mission. Remember, your mission is what you do and your vision is where you want to be, what you want to become. So then once you figure out what your mission and vision is, you're going to copy this and you're going to paste this, whatever you finished with it. This is my mission. I'm just going to use the blended for the example. I'm going to paste it in the finalized. And then I'm going to do the same thing down here with the vision. And then I'm going to paste the vision in the finalized box. And then I am going to go back to the dashboard. And it should have shared on the front page. Okay, so it's filling up our front page so we don't have to go into these links, right? So we can see it right from the home page of the dashboard. So once you've really read and looked at your vision and mission statements, make sure that they really align with you and some real things that you want to accomplish. You can retype them. You can do whatever you like with them, but put the final ones inside the box. Don't just pick anything to rush to try to get to the next training. Really decide what you want your vision and mission to be. Granted, it can change over time. However, your mission can, but your vision should always be the future. And once you get to that future, you can always put it out further, but your vision shouldn't be changing all the time. Your mission, if you're working on a mission, then you need to be working toward that mission right now in your business. So don't try to rush through this process and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to pick anything for now so I can keep going. Do not do that. Pick the one you want because you're going to need them in the upcoming lessons. So if you're just putting anything in there, then it's not going to give you the right information out of the AI. All right. So please just listen, take your time, and make sure the heart of your empire is strong before moving forward. I'll see you in the upcoming lesson. Hey, and welcome to Magnetic Message Mastery. We're getting ready to create your core marketing message, also known as the elevator pitch. I have mine, so you need to have yours, and it's something that you're going to want to remember. It's going to be hard at first when you're not used to it. However, the more you say it, the more you will get used to it and tweak it to your own version, okay? Like my marketing message is, I am Dee Willis. I'm a digital product creator and mentor, and I help other entrepreneurs build out digital product empires in 90 days or less. That is my core marketing message. Now it's time to make yours, but hopefully you've completed the momentum steps from the last lesson and you have your vision and your mission dialed in. It's the one you want. You're sticking to it, 10 toes down. You're not changing it. So let's jump into the computer and dive right on in. All right. So the magnetic message mastery. Here's what we're going to be covering. What a core marketing message is, which I pretty much covered, and 3 marketing message frameworks. And then we're going to create your marketing message. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you jump on Her Diary newsletter. You can do so at dwillis.com/Her Diary is where I share all the deets on my digital product empire. If you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the YouTube. I go live in the community through YouTube. So if you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, you can get notified when I go live. And I do share some things on Instagram. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram if you're over there as well. But share this course, okay? Let's help others thrive in 2025 and beyond. It's enough room out here for everyone. But a word of caution, this video is one of the most important videos in the course because this is about to create your marketing message. This is your elevator pitch. This is how you're going to be explaining to everybody you meet how you do what you do, okay? So you want to get this dialed in and you want to get it right and you want to get it tight. So don't skip around. Watch the video in its entirety. This video should not take long because we're creating the core. So don't fast forward. I drop nuggets inside of these videos unintentionally. Sometimes it's just come off the top. So I don't want you to skip around. And an insider tip, if you are pressed for time, just 1.5 to 2x the speed of the video. I mean, to me, I already talk fast, but if you need it even faster, go ahead and speed it up. But I don't want you to skip. So what is a core marketing message? I just explained it to you, okay? The core marketing message basically tells other people who you are and what you do. Who do you help and how do you help them? It's even better if you can give them a time frame and put a pain point in it, right? It would be even tighter if I was to say I help entrepreneurs build out digital product empires in 90 days or less without feeling overwhelmed. right? So now I put in the who I'm targeting, the what I do, in the time frame in which I do it, because some people want to know how fast can you make these results happen for me, and then what pain point are they going to avoid. I could say without overwhelm, without experience. I can do a multitude of things in that area, in that pain point, to address a specific market's concerns. All right, so the more you can put into it, the better. Sometimes when you're new, you might not have a time frame. You might not know how fast you can do it yet for somebody else. And that is okay. If that is the case, you leave out the time frame and you put in the pain point. So this is pretty much what a core marketing message is. So the 3 marketing message frameworks, there's 3 of them. You have the I help framework, whereas I help the target audience get the desired result in a specific time frame without the pain point or with a pleasure, right? This is the one I use, the framework I use. There's another framework called the XYZ framework. That framework pretty much says I provide X for Y so they can get or have Z, whatever that may be. You got to plug in the X, Y, and the Z. And then the who, what, why framework. The who, what, why framework is I work with target audience who wants desired outcome. Okay, that's what they want because of why. Okay, who wants what because of why. All right, and you're going to see some examples of this when I dive into the computer. Okay, so let's get to work. Let's create your core marketing message. So let's dive into the computer. All right, we're in the computer now. So here are some examples of the I help in the XYZ in the who, what, why framework. So we have one here. I help aspiring digital entrepreneurs to build a successful online business by sharing a proven step-by-step framework without the overwhelm in just 90 days. That's a I help. The XYZ would be I provide a masterclass series for aspiring entrepreneurs so they can effectively launch their digital product businesses without feeling lost. Another one would be who, what, why framework. I work with aspiring digital entrepreneurs who want to successfully build an online business because they are tired of feeling uncertain about where to start. Okay, so that kind of gives you an example. So what we're going to do is head on over to our trusted AI tool. Okay, we're going to go down to number 5, the core message generator. Now we're going to do what it asks us to do. Okay, so it says to get started, please paste your core digital product below. So I'm going to go over here and go into my Builders Hub. And I'm going down here to paste my core digital product idea. So I need to copy this, copy, paste that in. And then we're going to wait for Design Diva to tell us something. Okay. In my case, guys, it saves my information. Okay. Because it saved my information from before. In your case, it's going to ask you several questions. Okay. It might ask you for your core digital product. It might ask you several questions. It's going to give you 3 examples for the I help, 3 examples for the XYZ, and 3 examples of the who, what, why frameworks. You need to copy these out. Come over here to your mission, vision, and message. You can close these up. These are toggles. And you'll put your core messaging in here. Now you can play with these and decide which one is going to be your core message, okay? So what if I use this one as an example? Copy. This one's going to be my core message, right? And so right here it says finalize core message. I'm going to put it in the finalized box. I'm going to take the bullet away and I'm going to go back to the dashboard. So it should share on the dashboard and it's at the top. I have the core message at the top so you can keep repeating it to yourself so you can remember your core marketing message. So it's at the top of this. Okay. So now you have access to everything on the board. Okay. Now we're getting ready to dive into your transformation roadmap. So make sure you have everything dialed in. Make sure you have dialed in your core marketing message, your mission, your vision. You have your digital product and your audience just the way you want it, because the transformation roadmap and everything moving forward is about to build out your digital product, your core digital product. So we want that crisp, okay? So just letting you know that we want it crisp. So once you get your core marketing message dialed in exactly the way you want it, then we will proceed to the next lesson. I'll see you there. Welcome to your Results Pathway Designer. This is your transformation roadmap, okay? Now, I'm going to be diving into the computer. Hopefully, you've completed all your momentum moves thus far before you jump into this training, okay? It is very important that you have your things together before you jump in. So without further ado, let's dive into my computer so we can get this party started. All right, the Results Pathway Designer, we are on our way. Here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover what is a transformation roadmap, what are hot steps, and then we're going to create your transformation roadmap. There's several key steps to this, but the first thing we're going to talk about is my newsletter, Her Diary newsletter. Make sure you're on it at dwillis.com/Her Diary is where I share all the secrets in regards to my own digital product business. Now, subscribe to the YouTube and follow me on Instagram for more content. YouTube is the platform I use to go live here within the builders community. So if you want to be notified when I go live, definitely subscribe. Share this course. We want to share the love. Let others get the love too, right? Let them get a piece of the pie. Okay? Let's work together to help them thrive in 2025 and beyond. And a word of caution, as usual, this video is one of the most important in the course because this is creating the transformation that your core digital product is going to give to your audience, okay? So this is very important because every core digital product should have a transformation. People want results. And watch the entire video. Don't skip around or fast forward. I drop nuggets throughout just off a general conversation. I never know when they're going to pop up, and I don't want you to miss them because it might be that one thing that make a world of difference in your business. And an insider tip, just watch the video in 1.5 or 2x the speed if you are pressed for time. If you are too pressed, just wait until you have time to come back because there's copy and paste and things we have to do in order to make this happen. Okay. So what is a transformation roadmap? Okay. Basically, it's a customer journey. When you hear people talking about what is your customer journey? What is the customer journey? That is the transformation roadmap, because along the journey that you want your customers or clients to go, they're getting results, tiny wins along the way to the big win. Okay. So just think of it. It's the path a customer would take with you throughout your core product to achieve the desired result, which is equal to the transformation. My transformation for the core OS is for you to walk away with a solid core digital product and the foundation of your business mapped out. So far up until this point, you have been mapping out the foundation of your digital product empire. And by the end of this, I want you to have a core digital product and hopefully some leads, okay? The way this is set up. That is the transformation of this specific section of the Mpire method. What are hot steps? Hot steps is the overall breakdown of the journey. So say, for instance, we're going to use the Mpire method as an example here. The overall transformation that I want to give to my ideal audience is the entire Mpire method. Core OS is just a hot step of the method. There's still a transformation in it. There's transformations in each hot step, but the whole transformation, the big transformation, comes when you complete all 5 systems. So in my Mpire method, there are 5 hot steps: the core OS, creation OS, community OS, Cash Flow OS, and Continuity OS. Those are each hot steps. And based on what your core digital product is, you can have anywhere between 3 and 5 hot steps throughout your core digital product. So they are the milestones, that the overall touch points along the journey, and giving people transformations in those hot steps as they travel the journey. Okay, so let's get to work. We're going to create your transformation roadmap right now. So let me jump into the computer and we can get to it, and the AI is ready for us. Paste your chosen. I had to refresh because it was giving us the core message generator. So we in the transformation roadmap. Make sure you are in number 6 and not in number 5. All right. So what we're going to do is paste your chosen mission statement. The mission of our business. This is what the mission is. So we're going to paste that in. So go paste your mission. Not yet, but paste your mission into the box. This is why your mission needs to be on point. Okay, thank you for sharing your mission statement. Now please enter your chosen vision statement. Okay, this is the vision. Remember, the mission is what we do. The vision is what we want to become. Copy. And we're going to paste that in there. That's the mission and vision of our overall core digital product. This is what we want it to do. Fantastic. Next, could you please enter your core marketing message? Okay, now it wants us to enter the core marketing message on who we help and how we help them and how it aligns with our mission and our vision. So we paste that in. And now it's about to rock and roll. Oh, core digital product idea. Copy. We're just going to paste in what it asks us to paste in. Okay, so it gave us our transformation roadmap, and it gave us 1. It gave us 5. Nope, it just gave us 4 hot steps. And this is what this is the hot steps is envision, create, launch, and grow. And then it tells us here what each of the hot steps are. Envision, it lays the foundation with a vision, planning, and targeting. Create, develop, and design compelling digital products. Launch, bring your product to the market, and grow, elevate, and everything like that. So it gives us that information. So what we're going to do, what we want to do is highlight the information it gives us. So we're going to come over here to our Builders Hub. We're going to go to the transformation roadmap, and we're just going to paste it like a piece of paper. Okay. So now it broke it down for us. This is our transformation roadmap. So under this hot step, they should get these. It gives us like nice little names with it too. So you can change the names out, but it kind of gives you some creativity. And so you have it. So there you have the transformation roadmap. Now you need to go through here, make sure you agree with the structure of this, okay? Because you know your business better than anyone, all right? And like anything with AI, it's not perfect. It's researching, is searching the net, is searching different places, and you might not like Dreamcraft, right? You might want to change that to say something else. Like, I don't too much care for that. But you might want to change these out to be what you want them to be. And what happens is these hot steps is saying under this hot step, these are the things. These are the things that they're going to do, right? Not necessarily the lessons, but the transformations. Okay. So under the envision portion, they're going to learn X, Y, and Z. Kind of like under Core OS, there's certain things that you're walking away with. Doesn't necessarily mean it's the lessons. It's just the overall thing that you're walking away with. So you want to do that for yours. And then this is just a summary of what the hot step categories, represent. So that's just for your knowledge, right? But go through these, make sure it's solid, get it the way you want it, change the words out, however you want to explain it, but just don't copy and paste and leave it. Not unless you truly like the whole thing. But if there's something in here that needs to be tweaked, go ahead and tweak it. That is your momentum move, is to go ahead and tweak this out before you go on to the next lesson, because this is going to be needed. So make sure it's exactly like you want it so you can move on to the upcoming lesson. And I will see you there. Hey, and we are almost at the finish line, you guys. We are almost at the finish line. We are currently on Signature Core Framework. This is where we're going to build out the framework to the core digital product. So hopefully up until this point, you've completed all of the prior momentum moves so that you are in alignment with what needs to go down right now. So without further ado, because you know your girl right here is all about the action, I will explain things to you so you can understand why you're doing what you're doing. And then I'm going to show you how it's done so that way we can get through this as quickly as possible and you can come out with a core digital product. I feel like the value comes from helping people when you actually help people. Okay, so let's just dive right on into my computer so we can get this party started. The Signature Core Framework. All right, so we're on it. So here's what we're going to cover during this lesson. We're going to talk about what is the core digital product made of? Like, what is it? Why is that the core digital product? Because I know some people are going to ask, why is it that? And what can we do with this core digital product? Because some people may or may not want the core digital product, but that is okay. And then we're going to jump into creating the actual core digital product. But before we dive in, as usual, you want to make sure you're on Her Diary newsletter. You can join at dwillis.com/Her Diary. It's where I share all the secrets in regards to my digital product business and keep you updated. Also, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where I go live within the community, so you will be notified when I go live. And if you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram too. I do follow people back, okay? So just long as your page is good, I'll follow you back. So go ahead and follow your girl over on the IG. Everything is at I am D Willis, by the way. Also, share this course, share the love. Let's work together to help others reach their goals here in 2025 and beyond. And a word of caution, this video is one of the most important videos in the course because this is outlining the core digital product itself. I mean, it doesn't get more serious than that, right? More important, right? And watch the entire video. Don't skip or fast forward. I tend to drop nuggets just in general conversation, and they are unintentional. My analogies be off the chain sometimes. So I need you to not skip a thing. An insider tip for you, I speak fast as it is. I be tripping up over my words because I talk so fast. But if you are pressed for time and I'm not speaking fast enough, go ahead and 1.5 to 2x the speed of the video. I'd rather you go faster through the video than to skip or fast forward parts of the video. But what is the core digital product? It's a course. The core digital product is a course. Now, why is that the core digital product? It's a massive course. That's why it's a massive course. Courses give you tons of content that most people don't even think about because they think about the course as just being the course. But you don't necessarily have to sell the core product if you don't want to. You can just pull from the core and make a variety of digital products to build out your empire. We go over that in Creation OS, where we build out what's called product splinters. So what am I supposed to do with it? Build product splinters from it. You can pull multiple types of digital products from the core digital product and stay on brand and stay focused. You will know that every product you create comes from the core. You will also know which hot step it falls into when you're pulling it and what type of transformation should come from it. So it doesn't matter if you're making a lead magnet or whatever you're making. Even a lead magnet should have a result. It shouldn't be pointless. Anything you make should not be pointless when it's coming down to building out a digital product business. I'm even talking about the artwork you use. If you use Midjourney to make clip art and things like that. Think of the core product when you do. Think of it. What does this digital product help them with? What does it help my audience with? This is how you're going to build out a digital product empire. There's so many things you can make, but you need the content to make it and the ideas to come from it. And there's nothing better to do it with than a course. And if you wanted to sell the course, that could be your core offer as well. And a core offer is different from an offer. Your product splinters can be offers, but your core offer can be that top of the value ladder type of situation. It can also be turned into a coaching program. It's so many things you can do and make digital products from out of a course. So let's get to work. We're going to dive in and start to create the core digital product. All right, so now we're in our trusted AI tool, and we're going to go down here to number 7 where it says the core product outline. We're going to start a new chat, and it says time to outline. Please paste your transformation roadmap below to get started. So we're going to head on over here to our transformation roadmap. We're not going to put in the summary, okay? We're just going to do the roadmap, the hot steps of the roadmap. So we're going to copy it. We're going to come back to our AI tool, and we're going to paste it. We're going to paste it right on in there. Make sure all of them are in. Okay, good, because I couldn't see it. Thank you for sharing. Now let's proceed with collecting additional key information. Enter your ideal audience group. Okay, we got to go back to the dashboard. We want to come down to the audience group and grab it, not the title, but the actual information. We're going to grab that. Okay, AI, Miss Design Diva, what else do you need from us? Grab your core digital product. This is the finalized core digital product that we chose for this example. Okay, that's in there. All right. All right, so now Design Diva here in the Her Mpire AI is mapping out our course outline for us. Okay, this course outline is designed to guide aspiring entrepreneurs from initial envisioning stage through creating, launching, and growing their digital products. Okay, great. So we're going to copy all of this that the AI gave us. Copy. We're going to head over here. We're going to go to our main board in the Builders Hub, and we're going to click on this core product outline. Okay, now you see some things going on in this core product outline. All right. What I want you to do, just to make this simpler for you and keep it all on the same page, is underneath it, just paste out your outline. So you have it here. Okay. Now let me explain this part. The weeks are the modules. So what we can do is click on the week, and then it's going to let us change it. So we can just say module 1, mod 1, dream, craft your vision. Okay. All right. Or you can just put module 1. You don't even have to put the name in there. You can just put module 1. This is lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4. Okay. So here's what we can do. You can click on the test lesson because there's a test lesson in there. So if you click on the test lesson, it's going to open up on the side. As you can see, it says week, which is our module. And then it says hot step. We're going to leave it alone right now, even though I know it's under hot step number 1. But we're going to leave this alone, or you can delete it out, right? So you can also delete this out. Your hot steps you can rename. Okay, you can rename your hot steps as they are. Remember, it's like growth and vision and such and such. So we can put them names there, like if we wanted to, and change it. Click the 3 dots and you can change it to envision. So you know that's the envision hot step 1. Okay, let me just use that as an example. I know the 4th one was growth. I don't remember what the other ones were. Okay, just off the top of my head. So you can change your hot steps, even though it just says hot step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives you up to 5. You might not use all 5. It just depends on how many hot steps is in your core product. All right. Also the modules. This goes up to, if I close this out, this goes down to 10 modules. This actually goes out to 12. So if you see 3 more, that's because it's 11 and 12. And that's if it gave you all of that, right? So we know this is module 1, and now this is lesson 1. So we'll come up here. Let's copy this. Lesson 1. We can actually copy the whole line. Open up this and change the name to lesson 1. Okay, we don't have to worry about any of this yet. We'll leave that hot step blank for now. And then you can click a new page right here, new page, and then it just comes up a new lesson. Okay, so we will copy this, lesson 2, copy, and we'll put it in there. You get the idea. So then lesson 3, we can just copy lesson 3, a new page. So we know it's 4 lessons. So we'll just do this. And then now we went to lesson 4, copy, and lesson 4. Okay. Now that's, and you use this right here to close. So that's done. So module 1 is done. So then we go to module 2, and we can rename this module 2. Or you can put the name, strategic blueprint, and you will do the same thing. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can open it up. See the up and down buttons right here? We can go up and down with it. Copy. Now we go down to the next one. And I have it coming out the side so you can see both at the same time. Copy. Copy. Now we're going down to the last one. That's done. Okay, so now we are, if we really want to get jazzy snazzy, we can put this inside of a toggle, but that's a whole nother lesson for another day. So then now we're on module 3. So we can click on that and we can change the name to module 3. Okay. And here go the lessons in module 3. And you count how many lessons it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of them might have 5. Some of them might have 4. Some of them might have 3. They might not all be equal like this. Okay. Just depends on your core digital product, because I had some come out 3, 5, 6 in different ones. Okay. So you just map it out. Just click the new page, and then you can click a new page right here, or you can go over here and click new. There is a template attached to this. It's already the default. That's why you see the icon right there. Okay, so it's already a template made, and you just go through and map this out just like I showed you. Map out the whole thing. Do not delete this. Don't delete this part, okay? Keep that there, and then just put the names in, put the module in. This would be module 3. If you want to actually name the module, you can. If you want to give it a name, you can give it a name. And these things can be moved around like a Kanban board, okay? So just go ahead and map out yours. Once you have this all mapped out, make sure you have saved all of your outline, okay? That's why you put your outline underneath this, okay? So if we go back to the dashboard, all of it's sharing on the front page. Also, you can get to a new lesson from the front page too. All right, by clicking this button, it'll let you do a lesson. And that's in the future, in case you ever think of something else to add and you want to add it real quick. Instead of you going in there, you can just go here and pop up a new lesson and just say new lesson, and then we can put it in week 4. As you can see, the week and everything is blank because it needs you to put it in there, because they don't know, well, I don't know when I programmed it, which module you want it to go into, right? Or which area. So this might be week 4, right? You don't know the hot step yet, right? Let's just leave it alone. And then now it's in week 4. All right. So just in case you come up with a quick thought of a lesson, you can capture it real quick right on the front page by clicking this button. And it'll go in here, but it's also in here because they're sharing. Okay. So do that for your entire outline. Okay. Once that is done, that is your momentum move. Once that is done, then move forward with the next lesson. I look forward to seeing you there. Can't wait. All right, there, my builders, we are coming in on the home stretch because a lot of what we're going to be doing moving forward is all action based. Okay, so it's really nothing for me to explain, but everything for you to watch and learn. So make sure you watch the video first and then go back and implement, because there's a lot of steps that we're going to be doing. A lot of copying and pasting, a lot of shaking and gyrating, and you're going to see me do it so you can do it. Okay? All right. So let's dive into the computer so we'll know what is happening in the core product mastery. All right. So what we're going to cover here, we're going to make the core product massive. We have the outline. Now it's time to make it massive. We're going to select a lead magnet from the core. We're going to create the lead magnet, and it's going to be a freebie. And we're going to save it to a Google Drive because that's free. Or if you already have Dropbox, you can save it there as well. But if you haven't done so as of yet, which you should have registered and signed up to receive Her Diary newsletter at dwillis.com/Her Diary for all the secrets and important updates in regards to what's happening behind the scenes in my digital product empire. You should be subscribed to the YouTube. That's where I go live for my community, for the builders community. And if you want to be notified when I go live, you need to subscribe and follow me on the Instagram at IamDWillis for more content. Share this course. It is free. Let's work together to help others reach their goals. It's time for everyone to thrive in 2025 and beyond. A word of caution, though, this video is one of the most important in the course, and that is because this is going to be step by step building out the core digital product as well as creating the lead magnet, because now we need to validate this product and get leads at the same time. So it's very important that you watch the entire video. You don't skip, you don't fast forward, because sometimes I sprinkle in nuggets and you're going to be watching me in real time do this thing raw. Okay. Insider tip. If I'm not speaking fast enough for you already, always you can 1.5 to 2x the speed on this baby if you are pressed for time. But if you are too pressed, I would say come back, because there's a lot of action steps within this training. So let's get to work. We're going to be making the massive product. We're going to be selecting the lead magnet from the core. We're going to be creating your freebie, and we're going to be saving it to the Google Drive or the Dropbox. I'm using Google Drive because it's free, and I want people to, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. And I want you to use the resources that are available to you free as much as possible until you start earning some income. So let's dive into the computer and make this happen. Now we are back in our trusted AI tool. We are on number 8. So this is the last tool that we're going to need to use to build out this core digital product. Everything else, if you need ideas and things like that, you can feel free to go to ChatGPT or Claude AI or your favorite AI tool, okay? But this is the last thing we're going to need. We are on number 8, the core product. So we're going to dive in and just do what Design Diva asks us to do. She says, paste in your transformation roadmap. We will come over to our Builders Hub. We would navigate over to our transformation roadmap, and then we will copy and paste this out. Do not paste the summary. So we'll come over here and we will just paste in our roadmap. And then we're going to wait for the following instructions from the Design Diva AI tool, and then we will go from there. Okay, great. Let's start with the instruction questions. Who's the chosen audience group for your core product? Come back, go over. You can press the button back to dashboard. We have the audience group right here. This is the audience group, right? Copy and paste. Remember, I said it's going to be some action and a lot of copying and pasting moving forward. So we're going to paste that in there. All right, next peg, please provide the module you would like to turn. Thanks for sharing a little bit. So we know your audience includes, okay, wants to simplify. Okay, next question. Please provide the module you would like to turn into course material. So we're going to go over to our product outline and we're going to capture module 1, the whole module. Copy, and then we're going to paste this module in. Okay, so now what happened is the Design Diva gave us some talking points for each lesson. So we're going to take lesson 1. We're going to go up here and click lesson 1. And we're going to put this in the script. Go back, lesson 2. And we can go down because we're in module 1 and we have our arrows. And then we're going to go into the script, paste. Then we're going to do lesson 3. Copy. Go down. Because you should have plugged all of your lessons in if you followed the steps in the last momentum moves in the last lesson. Step 4, the script. Okay. Now, when you're ready, paste the next module. So then we're going to go to module 2. Module 2. And then we're going to do the same thing for module 2. So lesson 1 in module 2, we're going to come over here. But now, you hit module 2, hit the script. Lesson 2, module 2. I'm going to go down. I'm going to put it in the script. So you're going to do this for every single one to flush out your core digital product to make it very large. Okay. Then you got to go to 4 and put it in there. So on and so forth. Then as you see, it says ready for the next module. Paste it. So you're going to do one module at a time. And then you're going to paste in the areas that it give you into the lessons, into the scripts of the lessons. Those are bullet points on what you should be talking about in each and every one of those lessons. Now, you're not going to record this whole thing or do the whole core digital product. What you are going to do, though, is map the whole thing out. Okay, you're going to map it out, and then you're going to go through it and tweak it. Okay, in each lesson. All right. So when you have all of this mapped out, then you're going to want to pull a lead magnet out of it from somewhere. Now, for your lead magnet, all you have to do is go into one of your modules, any one you find interesting. Let's just say understanding the method, overview of the method, key components, a step-by-step plan, break down the vision, align your vision, setting milestones on your journey, setting goals, crafting your dream. So you would take one of these things. Let me just go down and figure out if I like something here, right? So maybe developing effective marketing strategies. So maybe in this one, copy. Of course, it'll be mapped out. So you will take it from within the lesson. So you will take the whole script part, right, of the lesson, and then go over to ChatGPT and say, do a new chat. please think of some digital lead magnet ideas that I could do for the following. Paste it in. Again, it will be your whole entire one, not just one out of here. I just grabbed it just for the sake of it. But wait until you flush the whole core out, and then go back and pick it, and then select the whole thing from the script right there. And then you pop that into ChatGPT. Thank you. And then let ChatGPT think of some lead magnet ideas that you can create. And you can easily create these in Canva, and Canva has templates. Social media content plan template, a pre-formatted calendar to plan posts that aligns with their strategy, worksheets, a customer profile worksheet. This board itself could be a lead magnet. Okay, the entire Builders Hub can be a lead magnet that I could give away. Okay, or my creator mode. Okay, my creator mode can be a Notion template that I can just give away as a freebie for those individuals who are planning out their content. Okay, so I'm just kind of giving you some ideas on what you could do, okay, as a lead magnet. It can be something very simple, or something like a Notion template if you're familiar with that. It can be a cheat sheet. It could be swipe files. It can be a little ebook. In my first cohort, I had a couple of them do some ebooks, little 5-8 pages. And then I had, some did some cards, prompts, affirmation cards, things like that. Something small that you can create right in Canva. Okay. So what you will want to do is, once you created your lead magnet in Canva, let's go over here, for instance, and let me find something I could do as a lead magnet. So let's say the Mpire digital roadmap. This is my roadmap. Let's say the roadmap, I was giving it away, and I could do it in a PNG. I would just download the PNG. I would go make a file in my Google Drive. Let's go to test drive, right? And I'll make a file, and I will color it red, because I know, in organized, I'll color it red because I know I'm about to share something in here. Then I'll open it up. I got my roadmap. I just drop it into my Google Drive, and then I click these 3 dots, and then I say share. And then I make sure, instead of it's restricted, it's anyone with the link. So I need to copy this link. Okay, I'll copy the link, and let's just say, let's go back to my core digital product. Let's just say I put it in lesson 1. I would actually just paste the link right in here, because Notion can sync to your Google Drive. So what's going to happen is, it's probably going to pull up a preview, but what it does is also allows me to get the link, copy the link to the original. So I can get the link to this when I need it. And you will need the link to where the person can download it from. Okay, so you're going to need the link. And this allows them to get the link. You can put it in an email to them, which we'll do in a further lesson, but it's shareable now. So now you can just share it with people. If you did not change this link, if it was restricted and you tried to share this link, it will give them an error and tell them they have to be granted permission. Okay, they need access. And you'll be getting an email talking about somebody, all these people is requesting access to this thing. You need to say anyone with the link to make it public. And that's why I make the folder red. So I know everything in that folder is public. It's not private stuff. Make sure you have it set up like that, and you get the link. Let's see if it loaded. It couldn't load. That's okay. It doesn't even matter. But I like to have it in there. But if it doesn't load, that's fine. I got a lot of things running on my computer right now. But anyway, you have the link. It's in the Google Drive, and you should be able to share this link with other people through the email. Okay, so we would work on that in the upcoming lesson. This part is going to take you a little bit of time to complete. You need to map out the whole entire core, and then you need to decide on the lead magnet, pull it from the core, and then create the lead magnet in your favorite design tool. Canva seems to be the easiest. People are familiar with Canva, and you can get a free pro trial of Canva for 30 days. You can use it for 30 days pro for free. My link is below if you decide to do that, if you do not have Canva. All right. And once you get these momentum moves completed, then you're ready for the next lesson. See you there. Hey, we have been putting in a lot of work, and now we're on the email pathway. Again, there's not much to discuss. It's all about action. Everything is all about taking action. Only then can you get some results and move your business forward. All of these things you've learned, all the momentum moves you've accomplished so far, I hope you've been bragging like crazy about them in the community, because you just learned a lot of micro mini skills along this journey already. And of course, there's still always more to learn. But before we go ahead and dive into everything, there's going to be things that you're going to need. Now, some of you may already have an email service provider, but if you don't, I have the link to Convertkit below. They do have 10,000, I believe, subscribers free, like a forever free plan. So I'm going to put it down below because you're going to need this. Also, you're going to need an email, a business email. Email service providers these days are not allowing people to use their Gmails and Yahoos and Hotmails and those type of email addresses to send email through an email service provider. When you're doing business as a business, you need a business email address. So for instance, it needs to say hello@dwillis.com, which means you need a domain name. Now, I have some suggestions. You could go to, I personally use Google Workspace. They have great protection, great security. I go through them for my email. My domain name is at Namecheap. Okay, so I pay for my domain name, which is the dwillis.com at Namecheap. And then I went over to Google Workspace and I just used them for my email because you can connect them. And actually in Namecheap in the back, there is an area where it allows you to just say Gmail and it will connect it for you. Very simple. Okay. And I will probably do a separate training on that within the builders community just to get you started with that. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump into the computer and let's start mapping this out so our people can get our lead magnet. So now we're on the email pathway. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to sign up for Convertkit for free, or you can use your current email service providers such as MailChimp, MailerLite, ActiveCampaign, High Level, whatever you're using, you can use it. We're going to create a form. We're going to create an automation. We're going to create a tag. We're going to create an email to provide the lead magnet to those who wants to download it. All right. And if you haven't done so already, you should know the drill by now. Join Her Diary newsletter at dwillis.com/Her Diary. That's where I share all the behind the scenes of my digital product empire and keep you updated with important news. Also, subscribe to the YouTube and follow me on Instagram for more content. YouTube is where I stream live into the community. So if you want to be notified when I go live, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube. Share this course. Let's work together to help others reach their goals. We are trying to thrive in 2025 and beyond. So go ahead and share this course because it is free and it is action-based and it will help you get results. A word of caution, this video is one of the most important videos in the course because this is how your audience and your leads, your engaged leads, not just any leads, your engaged leads are going to get the lead magnet, the freebie that you're giving them. Okay. So that's very important. Watch the entire video. Don't skip or fast forward. There's nuggets sprinkled throughout videos because you never know what I'm going to say. All right. I never know. It'd be unintentional. Sometimes just in basic conversation, it just pops up in my head and I say it. Okay. Insider tip. I speak fast enough, but if you're pressed for time, go ahead and watch the video in 1.5, 2x the speed. But if you're too pressed, just wait until you have the time to get through the lesson, because this is very action based. So let's get to work. Here's what we about to do. We about to sign up for Convertkit, or you're going to use your current email service provider that you have. We're going to create a form, create an automation, tag, and an email. And we're going to put our link to our freebie in that email. So let's get to work. So here I am over at Convertkit, aka now called Kit. All right. If you go over to the pricing plans right here, don't do this from the free trial. Go to the pricing plans and you will see the newsletter. No cost, no catch. You get up to 10,000 subscribers for free. One basic visual automation, one email sequence, one user. You get the landing pages and all this jazz, or you can take a 14-day free trial if you so choose. But you can also use the free up to 10,000 subscribers, just to let you know. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my Convertkit, and then I'm going to show you how this is done. Alrighty, so I'm in my Convertkit. The very first thing we're going to do is go up to grow. We're going to click on landing page and forms because we want to create a form. This form is being created because we are going to end up running ads, and we need to link that ad to this form. So anybody from our ad that downloads our freebie, they become a lead for us in our email. So I'm going to make a new form, and I'm just going to click form, not a landing page. We're going to do an inline form, and I always go with Claire for this because they're not going to see the form. This is not a form that anyone is going to see. It's just the form on the back end that's going to allow it to come into our system. So we're going to choose Claire. We're going to name this form. I'm going to say Test Core OS Form. Okay. You might not be able to turn this off because you have a free version. I have a paid version. So if you have a paid version, you can cut it off. If it's a free, all you do is click it and it'll take you there, and you can turn it off and on. But it doesn't even matter because nobody's going to see it. All right. So all we want is the email. All of this can stay the same. We do not have to customize it or anything, but there is something that we do have to do. So we're going to go into the settings, and where it says general, we don't care about this. And then it says domain. We don't care about that. Then it says incentive. It says send incentive email. This will be sent once a new subscriber from this form signs up. We don't want that. We want to take that off. Now it's going to hit you with a warning. It's going to say, without this email, your list and deliverability may be at risk. Subscribers will be auto-confirmed. We want them to be auto-confirmed because they're coming through an ad. If they're coming through an ad, we ran into problems with this before. If they come through an ad and then they want to get the freebie, they did it through the ad, but then you have this on. If they don't click the confirm, they won't get the freebie. And then that lead won't come into your email, okay? So you will miss out on that lead. So we don't want to do that. We want them to be auto-confirmed because if they downloaded it from the ad, they want it. And we pay them for the ad, so we want the lead, okay? So we don't need advance. So that's the only thing we needed to do here, and press save. So we named that. The next thing we want to do is create an automation. So now we created our form. We want to go to automate. We want to go to a visual automate. Oh, let me save it and publish it. We don't need anything there. We're going to go to visual automation. Now we're going to set up a new automation. We're going to start from an empty automation. Okay. So now we're going to name this Test Core OS Automation. Name it whatever you're going to remember it to be. So we're going to start building when a user joins a form. Not any form, we want to click our forms. So we want to find that test form. So you find your form and then press add event. And so now this is the trigger. So anybody that signs up or hits this form will go through this automation. We want to tag it because we know this form is only for Facebook. So it says search or create a tag. I have a Facebook ads tag already. So in your case, you can make one, FB ad. I know that this lead, when it comes in, is coming from a Facebook ad because that's what I'm running. So I like to tag it because I like to know what leads I paid for. So I'm going to tag it. So when they hit this trigger, they're going to fill out the Facebook ad. That ad is going to be linked to this. because we're going to do that in another training. So that ad is going to be linked to this form. And when they fill it out, it's going to tag them, Facebook ad. And then I want it to send them an email sequence. So it says search or create one. Well, you're new. So we're going to say new test email core OS. So we're going to create, we just type it in there and then we click it and then it's going to create and then we just add the email. So now here's our automation. Hit the form, tag the lead, send the lead this email. So we're going to open up this email and now we're going to give it a headline. This is the subject line that shows up in the email. Here's your freebie. You could put emojis in here and everything. Okay. Now on the send this email, we want to change this to 0 so it can send immediately. Okay. We want as soon as we want him to get it. Now you can say, hey there, here's the freebie you requested, right? Click here. Right? Type whatever you want in this email. So we're going to go over here back to our Builders Hub and we're going to get this link because if I click this right here, it's going to open up the download. All right. Even though we don't see it, it's there. So we're going to click this and we're going to copy the original link. So I'm going to go back to my automation. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to click the link and I'm going to turn it into a link. And then I'm going to bold it. Okay, now, so that's all you need to do. Write out your email. Okay, you can write it out however you like. You're only sending them the link to the freebie. You can say, thank you for downloading. It can be very simple. This is not ad copy. This is not an email marketing sequence. This is just an email saying, hey there, thank you so much for downloading the freebie. Here it is in case you didn't get it or you missed it or whatever, right? That's all this is doing right now. What we're going to do is going to press publish. That should turn green. But if you notice, we're still in the automation because over here on the left-hand side, we can click back into our automation. This email is published, but the automation isn't. So we need to make sure we activate the automation. Activate it. So that needs to be green too. Okay. So now the email should be green and it should be green up in the automation. As you can see across the top, the automation, we have 0 subscribers in this automation. But if we want to ever get the reports, we can just go here into reports and then we can see who all completed subscribers and all of that jazz. Back to content. Okay. So here we have it. So now you have created your email and you put the link to your freebie in the email. So that's all you need to do in this module is set that up. And then I will see you in the very next lesson. Hey, my builders, we are finally here. We are getting ready to wrap up the Core OS with the traffic strategy of champions. Now, before we dive into this lesson, I call this the traffic strategy of champions because it's the most simple, most easiest way to collect leads and validate your digital product ideas super fast. You don't need to set up landing pages, thank you pages, connect all of these things. You don't need to do all that with this strategy. It's a very easy way to determine quickly whether or not you are onto something. Now, this does require some capital, some investment in yourself. It's $5 a day for 5 days, $25. That's it. That's all. Okay. So before I dive in, I have a caveat for you. I have some very, very important information. When you press publish on your ad, when it's go time, do not change anything. Don't go back and touch it. Don't go back and try to split test it. Don't go back and add anything to it because you're going to mess up your data. Once it runs, let it run. It's going to be very tempting to, I don't have nothing in 24 hours. Something's wrong with the ad. Something's wrong with my product. Something's wrong with me. It's going to be a whole bunch of things and you're going to want to go in there and change some things. Do not do that. You have to be patient. It takes time. Facebook is kicking in. It has an AI underneath it in its engine. It takes time. And in order for us to get proper data at the end, you cannot touch it or you're going to screw yourself. Okay. Now, if you at any time feel like you know more about running Facebook ads than I do, feel free to do as you please. But if you are not where you want to be, I don't care. Boosting ads and running ads in that business ads manager is two different things. Just because you're used to boosting does not mean you're running ads. Okay. I mean, you're boosting the ad, but you're not really running ads. Okay. So if you're not good at this, and you would know if you're good at it, because you would not probably be here in the Mpire Digital Builders, because you would know how to build, because it would have already been built, right? So I need you to pay attention and trust your girl and let it run. All right? That's the only way you're going to get some proper data. And if you've in the past ran ads and started messing with them, I'm telling you now, you messed up your own data, because you probably could have had the solution if you just stop and stay still. I need you to stay still and don't move for 5 days once you press publish on this baby, okay? So let's dive into the computer and get this party started, all right? So here we are, Traffic Strategy of Champions. We have a lot to cover in this training. I want you to watch the Setup the FB video. The link to that video is below. It's here in the community. It teaches you how to set up your Facebook Business Manager. Okay, it shows you the difference between the Meta Suite and the Business Manager. And it shows you how to get your pixel and all of that jazz. So you're going to need to watch that first. And the link is provided for you if you do not have a Facebook Business Manager. You're going to want to mock up your ad creatives. The sizes are also down below, but we'll talk about them in the training. Then we're going to draft the ad. We're just going to draft it out, and we're going to put the ad in draft mode. We're going to create the lead form, the Facebook lead form. And then we're going to create your Make automation. And the reason why we're using Make instead of Zapier, even though I love Zapier, but Make is free. Zapier, in order for them to connect a Facebook lead ad to your email, you have to be on the paid plan. But Make allows you to do it for free. And that's why we're going with Make. And then you're going to press publish. And then we're going to track in the Builders Hub. So we're going to end this talking a little bit more about the Builders Hub. So I hope you are ready. If you haven't done so, make sure you sign up to Her Diary newsletter at dwillis.com/Her Diary. That's for all the secrets and important updates that I share about my digital product empire. If you haven't subscribed to YouTube, go ahead and do that, because I go live within the community on YouTube. And if you want to be notified, you need to subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram as well if you're over on IG for more content. And share this course because it's absolutely free. Okay. We want to help other people succeed as well. So we want everyone to thrive in 2025 and beyond. And a word of caution, this video is one of the most important videos in this course, because this is how you're going to get leads, the lifeblood of your business. So if you're trying to make sales in your business, I don't need you to get lazy now. Now is the time to put in work. The work has just really begun for real. Okay, so I need you up on things. I need you to watch the entire video. Don't skip or fast forward. Nuggets are sprinkled inside. I'm going to be explaining things along the way, why I'm doing certain things and what they are for. So you do not want to skip around. You want all the knowledge so you will know what you're doing in the future, because once you've obtained all of this knowledge, this is something that nobody can take away from you. Once it's in your brain, it's in your brain. Insider tip, I know I speak fast enough, but just watch the videos in 1.5, 2x the speed if you're pressed for time. If you're too pressed, just wait to do the training. So let's get to work, because we got a lot to cover in this training. All right. So here's what we're going to do. You're going to watch the Setup FB video. I trust you to do that on your own. That is a momentum move before you even start thinking about mocking up your ad creatives, okay? So if you haven't watched that, I'm gonna need you to stop this video right now, click the link below and go and watch that to set up, because you need to have things in place before you run this ad, okay? Or before you even draft it up. Get your ducks in a row. And that is the first duck, okay? So then we will work on the mock-ups and the ad creative. So I'm gonna jump into my computer and we're gonna talk about those right here, and we're going to do it in Canva. Okay, we are now over in the Canva, and you should be in your Canva or going to be in your Canva. But here's what you're going to want to do. There's going to be 3 sizes that you're going to want to make for your lead ad. And here's what I suggest. If you're using an image, use an image for all 3 sizes. Don't use an image versus a video versus, don't do that. All right. If you're going to use an image, all sizes should be images. If you're going to use a video, all of them should be videos. Okay. One or the other, but it's your choice. I love images. I always go with images first, but it's totally up to you. So I will go up here and add a new design, create new design. And then we're going to do an Instagram square post, a 1080 by 1080. So that's going to be the first one. So we're going to do test core IG square. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just open it up in a new tab. There you go. So now we're over here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I am going to create another design. Now it's an easier way to do it because you can resize the design in here. Okay. But for some reason, I always like to map out my sizes first, okay? But we'll do the easy way, okay? So we're going to go over here. We're going to go to design. I'm going to close that. And we're going to say a mock-up. Okay, now, Canva gives you mock-ups, okay? They give you mock-ups, all right? So here's what we can do. We're going to find us a mock-up, right? So say, for instance, you were giving away a free guide, right? So let me click that and put the free guide in there. Okay, we're giving away a free guide. You can change the words to be whatever you want. So then I'm going to come over here and grab some pictures, right? So let's grab some. We're doing traffic right now, so we'll do that. We did that. Let's go over here and do this, okay? We just drag and drop your image right on in there, okay? And then we'll do dwillis.com, right? Just design this up however you see fit. The great thing about this is if you go to design and you have an account on Canva, you can do your branding and you can just click this and it'll change out your color scheme for you. Okay, so you can do that to mix it up. You can also use the combinations below. It'll start changing your text too. But if you wanted something different, the only thing it won't change is your images, but it will change everything else in here, right? So you can find a combination that you like. Okay, let's just stick with that just for now, even though, no, I don't too much care for that. Okay, okay, I don't like that font, right? So it puts the fonts in there for you and everything like that. So we'll just stick with this, right? I'll stick with this, free guide, right? So we have it made. Now it's saved as that, it saves automatically. Now I can resize it and I can say, I want to resize it and I want a vertical, or let's do a story, an IG story. So now we want a story size. So we can go with the video. We could go with the video. Let's see what it gives me. We can go with a video. So we're going to do that. Now what we want to do is copy and resize. So we want to open up a copy. I didn't want a square. Let's see, IG. I want a story. Let's see what it do. Okay, so this is good enough, even though I don't want a video, right? So when we share it out, when we download it, we're going to take it off of the video mode. All right, and then they have some video stuff in there that we can use too. Right? I don't like that. So what I did was click the thumbnail view so it can take that thing off. Now, as you can see how it is, this is why I like to design it from scratch, because now we have to play with it. Let me unlock that. Right? So now we're doing this. And then, so now we down there. So now we got to play with it to make it fit into the IG, into this size, right? Now we're going to go back over here. I'm going to resize it again. And this time I want a Facebook ad size. Now that's a 1200 by 628. I want to resize it. This is going to make it more rectangular. Okay. So we got our square, we got our rectangle, we got our vertical. Okay. So then we're going to do this. And now we got to see what I mean. We got to fix it. Okay. So we do that. And I'm just doing this as an example. Okay, so we're going to bring that in, put that over here. So it kind of look alike, right? Then we're going to do that over there. Okay, so now we have our sizes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this as a JPEG. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to download this. I'm going to change it to a JPEG. And then I'm going to come over here to the square and I am going to change it to a JPEG as well. Okay. So now we have our 3 creatives, our mock-ups are ready for our lead magnet. Now you should have been dropping your lead magnet in here and designing it up into 3 different size mock-ups. Now what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the Facebook and draft out the ad. All right, now we are in my Facebook ads manager and we're going to create an ad. So what we're going to do is press create. But before we do that, make sure you see these 3 tabs, right? The campaign tab, the ad set, and the ad. You should be on the campaigns tab. We're going to create a campaign. We're going to do for leads because that's what we're doing. We're going to press continue. We're going to set up a manual leads campaign. We're going to press continue. And now we're going to name our campaign. So I'm going to say test core campaign. You can name it whatever you like. And then you want to make sure all of this is off. And then you're going to press next. This is the name of your campaign. All right. I go through what you should name it in other tutorials and things like that. Okay. Just for the sake of this video, I typically name it the name of my business, and then I will determine if it's cold or warm traffic. So I know it's a cold lead ad because I'm going after cold traffic. Y'all should know the definition between cold and warm traffic. We are going to do next. The ad set determines who am I targeting. Okay, this is the who. So typically I say core, let's say test. I know I'm doing open, right? And I might be doing US, UK, Canada, New Zealand, Aussie. Okay, those are the countries I'm targeting and it's open. So I'm doing an instant form. I'm gonna connect my Facebook business page. I'm gonna leave it at max number of leads. The budget is $5 a day. I always start it the next day. So we'll do Friday, or matter of fact, let's do let's do Friday. Friday, and you can do midnight, no end date. You just need to be watching it every day. So it's $5 a day. It just says weekly spend. That's all it says. You know you're doing it for 5 days. You're going to turn it off on the 5th day. Now the locations. Well, we put in there that we're doing United Kingdom. We stated that we were doing Canada. We stated we was doing New Zealand. We stated we was doing Australia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. Okay, so we got all of them. Now we're down here to the audience plus is checked. Leave it alone. Facebook has a new audience plus feature now where they use AI technology to figure it out. Over here is the estimated daily reach and how many leads you can get based on what we put in here so far. So we're going to leave all of this alone and then we're going to click next. Now this is the lead. Okay, this is the ad itself. So now we're going to put core test add image because I know it's all image and the freebie, name of the freebie you're giving away. So you can look at the ad and know, or by name, know what is being given away. Now you're going to want to make sure it's saying any form submitted from your ad will go to D. Willis. It's putting my Design Diva Instagram. I got to change it to the right Instagram. So make sure your right Facebook is in there and your right Instagram. Okay. Now you're going to go down. It's going to add single images. Yep. Multi-advertiser ads. I turned that off because you can't track where Facebook is putting that ad if you have the multi-advertiser ads on. Some people use it. I don't. Now it says set up your creatives. We want to upload our images. Now, what it's doing is saying add creative is making you select your text. So we can use, are you tired of the hype? I'm just putting something in here. Download the freebie and you can just make some text options. This is the headline. Now AI can generate some stuff for you. And then we got a description and we want the sign. We want to learn more. The learn more button does better. And then we're going to click next. And then it's going to ask us to add our images. Well, we need to upload them. So we're going to go to the downloads because remember, I did all of those and I'm going to put them in here. So they all should be uploading, right? So I want to use that. Now it's giving me these other sizes. So what I want to do is scroll down and press replace. I want to replace that with this. And then I want to replace this with the horizontal one. Okay, that's why we made 3 different sizes so that you can have a size made specifically for that placement for the ad and make it look good. Then we go next. We don't want to do anything. I can skip and continue. Done. So now what you can do, what's going on over here? The audience ad network rewarded videos to deliver to the ad, change the media for the placement to a video. I'm not worried about that because we don't want video. If we don't got a video, we don't want video. Okay. So let's go and look at our ads. So this is what it looks like in the Facebook feed. Okay. It'll say form on Facebook. Are you tired? If you noticed, the primary text is at the top. Download our freebie. We do XYZ. You can always go to ChatGPT and get your ad copy and use your detailed customer avatar information to do your freebie. Okay, so you can get that from ChatGPT. The headline right here typically comes at the bottom. Grab your freebie. See where it says grab your freebie. And then now the description typically goes at the bottom. Yours today. It typically comes below that. And then the button is a learn more button. You can also see all of your placements, what it looks like everywhere, like in the feed, flexible media, flex feed, overlay, Instagram feed overlay, because that's the overlay at the top. And then Instagram feed overlay. It got something over there inside of your stories, Facebook video feeds. It shows you pretty much what it looks like everywhere that it could go. All right. So that's why you made 3 different sizes. We want to get more bang for the buck. So now we're out of here. So then we're going to scroll down and now it's time to create a form. So when you get down here to the instant form, you need to create a form. So what we can do, you will open up the form. You will name the form. You're going to leave that alone. You see this over here is showing you what the form looks like, but we're going to name it. We want volume. And then we're going to say next. Now you can change this out. Okay. But more volume, and press next. Show the background image. When you show the background image, it shows at the top. It renders from, it says the image you choose will show at the top and behind. Form rendering and everything. So the image creative used in your ad will show up here. That's what I like, because you want them to see the ad, and then when they hit the form, you want them to see the same thing so they know they're in the right place. So then you keep that there, and then you go next. I keep the greeting off. Now all of this jazz, I take away the first name, I take away the last name. Make this as simple as possible for your people, okay? They don't want to put in all this information. It says, please answer the questions below. No, just say, please enter your email to receive your freebie, okay? Period. That's all you need to do. Press next. You need a privacy page for when you're running ads. You need a privacy page. Now, if you have an Etsy shop, you can use your privacy page from your Etsy shop, but you're going to need some type of privacy page when you're running ads, telling them that you're going to protect their privacy. Now, this will be the link to the privacy page, but the text over here doesn't have to be so long. It can just say privacy policy, right? And then you go next. And it says you're all set. You can visit our website. Now you can make this button go somewhere. You can make it view the actual download. You can upload the download right here and have them download it right from the ad. Anywhere it go, you're going to get the lead. So if you know it's downloadable, like because it's in your Google Drive, you can just say download, and of course download it to your computer, but you can upload it right here where they can get it. You can upload it and then they'll get it right in the computer immediately. Or you can have them go somewhere to like a website or something like that. I can have them come straight to the community after they click. I can put the address to the community in. And instead of saying visit website, I can say join free community, because you can change what the buttons say. Unfortunately, you cannot change the color of the button. Facebook is going to be blue, but you can make this say whatever you want. Thanks so much for downloading, or whatever. Okay. Or you can say, thanks so much for downloading. Please check your inbox for the link. Okay. You can say whatever you want, and then you would create the form. I'm not going to create this form, but you would press create form. But before you do that, don't press it yet. You will want to do the settings, right? Right now it's restricted, which means if your lead ad was coming down the news feed and somebody saw it and they liked it and they shared it, because they have the share button, they can share it to their page. Now it's restricted. So only people who are delivered your ad directly can submit the form. Or you can open your ad so it can be shared and anyone can submit this form. This is totally up to you. I personally do both types. I typically do restricted. However, some of my cohorts select open. All right. Now with the open, you get more reach because somebody can share it. But to be honest with you, if you were to do open, if I was you, I would do open, because even if somebody did share it, people that are not interested is not going to really download it. So if they shared it, that's good looking because they shared it. If somebody happens to download it, well, apparently they were interested. So that's an engaged lead, because I don't go and just randomly download stuff. Do you? From Facebook ads. I mean, the only time I'm going to do that is if I see something I like, okay, that I want. And believe me, if they want it and they like it, they're your people, right? So I would put it on open just so I can capture as many leads as possible. Make sure you change that to open and then press done, and then you create your form. So that's it for creating the form. So let me cancel out of here, and I'm just going to leave it on this one for now. Free school live training. So I'll leave it on that. So now we're getting ready to go over and create the make automation for this. All you have to do is see that it is in draft, and we're just going to exit out of it because it's in draft status. Nothing has been submitted to Facebook. So now we're going to go and head over to make. So when you go to make.com, you should come to a screen like this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log into my Make account. And now what we're going to do is create another scenario. So what's going to happen is you need to create a new scenario. And in this scenario, you need to type in Facebook lead ad. You need to find that. When you set up your Facebook lead ad, you want to do new lead instant. It's going to ask for a webhook. This whole process is going to set you up. Mine's is already connected, so you're not seeing the step-by-step connection. But there is a step-by-step connection. When you get to name your hook, so when you add it, make sure you name your hook. And then if you need help here, go to online help. However, it's going to map you through connecting your Facebook to Make. Now, once you get this connected, you're going to add your email service provider. So in our case, it's Convertkit. When we go into Convertkit, it's going to say add a subscriber to a form, get a subscriber. So what we want to do is add a subscriber to a form because we made a form. So now you're going to connect your Convertkit. See, it's connected to my Convertkit. You will press add and you will connect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click the email, right? Because we want the email address from the Facebook lead ad. As you see, I didn't connect it. But when I did, if I did connect this, let me do the test hook, okay? And then let me come over here. So if I was to set this up, because it's not really set up, right? Because I'm not doing it in here. Then it will be an email in the list. So what I will want to do is click email and it's going to share over here. We don't need the name because we didn't get the name out of the email form for Facebook. We only took the email. So all you would do is click in the drop down, you would click email because that'll be there. Okay. And then you leave the tags alone. Remember, your automation inside of Convertkit is doing the tagging for you because you only get a certain amount of runs on Make. You're dealing with the free account. You only get a certain amount of runs. So we don't need it to run. Again, we just need it to transfer us the email. That's it. That's all. We can do everything else inside of Convertkit for free. All of these extra things you don't have to worry about. And then you'll click OK. And then it will be connected. Okay. So let me go out of here. This is very discard changes. This is very simple to set up. I can even go inside of this one and kind of show you. So that's my lead ad right there. And then when I come over here, you see where it says field data. If I click this, this is what it looks like. Okay. And then I just make sure I click the one that says the email. And that's it. That's all I did. All of this stuff is empty. And then I pressed OK. Now, when you're doing this form, it's going to ask you like, okay, Facebook lead ad D, right? So it's got the lead ad in here. So just for you to know that you'll be setting it up. It's going to walk you through the whole thing. But since mine's is already connected, it's not walking me through. So that is how you set up your Make. Now, once this is set up, then you can press go back to your Facebook and then review and publish. Review and publish. Now you can press go. And when you press go, now it's going to be scheduled to go out on that day that you chose and that time. What we want to do is we want to track that information. So we're going to go over to the Builders Hub and we're going to go here where it says lead magnet and tracking. Remember, we put our lead magnet over here. We just saved it over there real quick. So we can go inside of here. You can grab the link. It shows now. See, it just took a little bit. You can grab the link to the original. Come over here, go down here and paste the link in here because there's a place for it. Now you have two things going on. These can slide back and forth. These are two different views of the same thing. The totals is probably going to be easier for you to do what you need to do. So day one, you will click it and you will put in the date. So we said Friday. All right. And then this would be Saturday. And this would be Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. Okay, so these are our 5 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And then we're going to track how many leads we got. 1 lead, 2 lead, 3 lead, whatever, 4 lead. Okay, and then we're going to track how much money did we spend. $4.85, $2.35. Or did we spend the whole, sometimes it go over a little bit, right? But it's going to average out to $5 a day. So anyway it go, you're going to track your money. All right. Now at the bottom of these leads, what you can do is click down at the bottom where it says calculate. You go to more options and you calculate the sum. And it will total up your leads. You can go down here and press calculate, go to more options, sum, and it'll total up the amount of money for you. Okay, so then you will be able to see. Now on the leads part, it's sharing some information over here. It's sharing how many leads you got that day. It's sharing the leads. Okay, so you can see the number of leads just off the top that you got over the 5 days. But this one actually breaks it down. Okay, but you can use this one. And if you open it up, you can put the information in here too at the top. Okay, and then we can change this to 4 leads. And then it'll change right here, and it will also change in here. Any way it go. Okay, so that's what I want you to know in regards to that. Now let's take a step back, and I'm just doing this as a solid. We're going to go back to the Builders Hub and go into the core product outline, because you might be wondering what these things are for. It's very self-explanatory though. If you need any tools to make this video happen or this training or whatever you decide to do with it, you would just mark this out here and say, I need Canva. When you get Canva or whatever, you can mark the box. It will check it off. This is specifically for this project or whatever. These talking points here, these are the talking points it gave you that you need to cover. But maybe it's something specific. Maybe it's a story that you want to tell. You might say story about being ripped off. So make sure you include that in this area. That's what these talking points are for. Point 1. All right. So that's what that is for. You can organize your hot steps however you see fit. If this falls into hot step number 1 for you, you can name your hot step and you can put it in there. Very simple. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that was self-explanatory to you guys. You don't necessarily need this right here. We can actually delete this out. So I can press delete. So it's no longer there because I moved the link over into the lead magnet and tracking area. So by me clicking this here, it will open up and share it. Okay, so I can see it. I can also highlight it and copy the link right from here. All right, so we covered a lot, guys. We covered a lot. That is it. That is all. Make sure you share your wins. Everything you do, share them in the community. I am waiting to hear about the results you guys are getting. And remember, you can always use your favorite AI tool to help you with ideas and to map out your Facebook ad copy and things like that. And take the information from what's happening with the detailed avatar. That's why that is there. You can pull some of that information. You can put it into ChatGPT and let ChatGPT know, hey, I need to do a Facebook ad and I'm trying to address this problem. Whatever problem is in your detailed avatar sheet. So I hope this was all helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming training.